obviously a brilliant playwright, and I love his sort of use of wit. For me, Blithe Spirit is sort of a culmination of the best of all of his other plays. You see sort of aspects of hay fever in it, private lives. You even see a bit of the vortex in it, and in the way in which Charles, the lead character, has to deal with the women in his life. And you see that Ruth will even say that, you know, his mother dominated him. And Coward had that sort of relationship with his mother. I don't think she dominated him, but I think she was a definite presence in his life. And so for me, Blithe Spirit is sort of the culmination of what is the best in Coward. Writing that is deeply organic, witty, has a certain sort of attack that needs to be utilized to get to the core of it, and it's also just deeply funny. Part of directing any show is you have to look at the space that you're dealing with, and then also the actors. I first of all made some design decisions, or the conversations with designers, about what would a very intimate production look like. So we were really after trying to get something that was a little bit more nuanced, very close proximity, fairly shallow playing space, and to see what it would be like to almost bring the audience into the space with the actors. We're going to try and get the environment as organic as we can. When you play style and you say, oh, there's a Coward style, you run the risk of a lot of people on stage speaking in this generalized way in a fairly hollow fashion, and you cease to care about them. So if the play is not intensely funny on the language, then you have nothing else. The audience has nothing else that they can gravitate toward. So some of the things we looked at were just sort of breaking theatrical cliche with it, working within the confines of our space, and then even sometimes working within who we have as far as the acting ensemble. You know, costuming that suits them, character that suits them, rather than trying to make them again mold to a very generalized idea of who these people are. I started first by sitting around the table, doing a read of it, and really kind of combing through for clues to character, turns of phrase that might not be understandable to an actor in 2013 that is in America. And then the next step was we went into an improvisational process where each actor was required to come in and sit in a chair in character and had to answer questions about the character. We improvised almost every event that we could think of up until the first beat of the play. And then we went back up on our feet and have been working the text very strongly. Coward is really, really tricky in one sense. It is so detailed and so nuanced, and the wit is so specific that if you pulse the wrong word, or if the actor isn't so clear about what they're responding to, the joke doesn't work. Or if you don't understand where the joke begins and ends, it can be a joke that spans over 6 lines, then the joke doesn't work. The biggest challenge is the baggage of the quote-unquote style. Style is not something that I actually believe in. I think what the word style is something that the audience receives. Style, or what the audience receives as style, is careful attention to the rules of the world of the play. What I hope they take away is a very joyful, fun, witty evening that is also an experience of being in a room with a bunch of people and not sort of archetypes or cartoons or, again, a sort of generalized sense of actors playing style, but that they actually see a show that moves them in some cases, makes them laugh, and is memorable.